The best way to do this is the worst way to do this, and the worst way to do this is to not have an idea. Welcome back to Topher Show Live. I am Topher Billups here today, not with an idea, but with a theory. And that theory is that if I go in not prepared at all, it's better than if I go in totally prepared. So today I'm having ideas, and those ideas are coming from inside my brain. I don't know where they're going to show up inside the video. Last time I improv an entire musical. Hopefully it's not like that this time, but right now I'm wearing a bucket hat, so who knows what's going to happen next. Anyways, moving on. But when it comes to ideas, we all have to struggle with thoughts that we don't know what we're trying to do. Whether that be in life, in the literal sense, or actually just thinking out loud like, "Oh, I don't know what to do." So when bored, what is your options in life? My options are either play the ukulele or make a YouTube video. So today I decided to go live. What a wonderful idea that was. Already a minute in and I'm regretting every life decision I've had up to this moment. I hope I have audio on this because it'd be pretty embarrassing if I didn't. Anyways, now. When it comes to thinking up ideas for musicals or of any random stuff that I do, it's always a struggle until it happens. That's why I have some droughts. Sometimes I can post 5 to 6 videos a week, and then other times I will go 2 to 3 weeks without posting a single video. My schedule is not consistent whatsoever. What I lack in consistency, I make up in creativity. Or so I think. Welcome to Topher Talks TED Talks. What are you doing? Cool. There's a reason I record stuff when nobody is at home because of the fact that usually nobody is at home, which means nobody is there to bother me. I know, I'm a genius in this sense. Now I got a kilt on, feel more, oh no, it's sideways, crap. Anyways, as I was saying, is in a world where we all are content creators, people have to stand out. So in order to stand out, you have to do things like wear a kit on live stream just to see what happens. I don't know where this idea is going to go, but I know it's going to be worth it, and I know it's going to be eventually funny. Welcome to my creative processing on my next YouTube video. When I don't have ideas, not only do I use my widespread fame and captivating audience, I also use this as a way to get my brain rolling. There we go. Now I can get ideas rolling faster. Got it? So, yeah, let's move on. First things first, I gotta have a plot point and a punchline. So first thing, we need to establish what kind of video we're going for. We're going for a comedic video, so we need a punchline and we need a joke. So we're gonna sit here for a while until we can figure out a good enough joke to produce. So, what are we thinking, guys? We've used the idiot and an iPhone and a tripod meme before, but have we ever decided to establish the fact of different characters? Because we're not all the same people in this extended universe of Topher Billups. How about, instead, while I wait, and wait for ideas to come to mind, I establish some character points. Welcome to what I call the Topher Showcast. So, first things first, we're going to start with reoccurring characters. Number one, we have Topher Billups, that is me. My character is established, usually having hair, but right now I don't have that choice, which sucks. But anyways, I have, yeah, and so next things next is we have Tank Marvell in my band Head Trip that I posted as my first YouTube video ever, which was one of the most proudest things I did as 12 was I think he was on drums. I'm also trying to reestablish the characters in my mind. Where's my hat? I can't find a beanie. That is weird. I usually have prop pieces everywhere. But, you live, you learn. Different things happen, and I guess we're moving on from that because I can't find half the things I really need. But anyways, you guys want to learn how to tie tie? Let's learn how to tie tie. Welcome to Topher Talks, and I'm going to teach you how to tie tie. So, we're going to see how this is work. You're going to work with a microphone. First things first, you're going to put it around your neck. And you're going to find the desired length. Usually, you're going to have the tongue a little bit longer than this little thing right here. I don't even know what the names of these things are. I just kind of just call them whatever I want. So you got the fat part and the skinny part. So the skinny part's going to be way higher than the fat part. See how the fat part hangs down low? So what you're going to do is you're going to take the fat part, you're going to flip it over the skinny part like this until they're flipped, right? Then you're going to grab the fat part, and you're going to bring it over again. You're going to make a circle this time. And you're going to hold it so there's a loop. See that loop right there? Got it? You're going to pinch your fingers around it. Now you're going to take the fat part. You're going to go under. You're going to go under it. And you're just going to pull it out. Now, what's going to happen, see, this is like the magical part of it. Not the microphone, the tie. What you're going to now do is you're going to take it and you're going to pull the fat part out. Boom, pull it. And you're going to take the little skinny part, pull it from the bottom. Boom. Now you have a tie. There you go. I've taught you how to tie a tie. You should be proud of me. I feel like these shorts are a little too short for this outfit, but like I look pretty cool, and then I realize that I have like short shirts on, but I can't tell because of how the comments are set up, but still. Anyways, moving on. Now that you guys have learned how to tie a tie, and you've learned... now that you guys have learned how to tie a tie, you now are going to learn how to play the ukulele with me. You guys want to do that? Because why not? Honestly, if I'm bored, you guys are going to be bored with me. This is the only entertainment I have right now. First things first, we're going to figure out if it's tuned or not. Close enough, because I don't really have a tuner with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn a few chords. So, as you can see, we got a ukulele, right? I don't know how to hold this. I just got one and just basically looked at how other people held it and then just did this. So I really put my wrist on the bottom of it right here. Put your other hand like this to hold it. Usually the thumb is like this, but you also move your hands a lot, so it's like this. But you can shred on the ukulele. I haven't developed that ability yet, so anyways, you can also use it as a baseball bat. See the fat part right here? Use it as a baseball bat. But first things first, we're going to learn how to play a C, which is you go 1, 2, 3 down, and you go the farthest. It's weird. I don't know if it's flipped on your end, but it's flipped on my end. So we're going to go to the bottom one, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 down, right? And we're going to strum. You just take your thumb and you just slide it all the way down the chords. That's a C right there. Got it? Let's move on to an E minor. So you're going to take the second one, you're going to go the bottom string, second fret, you're going to go third fret, fourth fret, you're going to kind of stair step. So it's going to go last string, next string, and then the string after that. So you're not using the top string, but you are going to strum all of them. That's an E minor. You might recognize it in this song. That's all I can play right now. And but now we're going to move on to the next chord, which is G, right? So we're going to take second fret, we're going to go this chord, and this chord, and this string right here. We're going to take all these 3 strings, and I hope you got that, because I did not. Okay, so it's going to go the second one and the last one, and then we're going to take, in the third one, we're going to take this one, and so we're going to take it like this, and we're going to put this finger right here, and then we're going to strum. That's G right there. Finally, we're going to hit D, which is going to be this top one, but it's going to be the third line, and then we're going to go this one all the way over here, the top line, second fret. Ready? That's D. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, actually that's F. What? This is D. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to go and we're going to put those all together. So you remember the C, the E, the G, and the D. So now we're going to take it, we're going to put it all together. We're going to start with the E and then we're going to go E, C, G, D. So we're going to strum it 3 times each. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, right? And then we're going to move to C. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, right? And then we're going to move to G. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Right? And then we're going to hit the last one. Exactly. Now we're going to stick it all together. So we saw how we got it 3 times each. Now we're going to speed it up. So we're going to go from E to C to G really fast. So we're going to go. Sorry. This is the hardest one for me. That one was messed up. Oh. Yeah, I can't play that note. Anyways, that is how you play the ukulele. Moving on, we're going to play a bunch of different instruments today. Staring into the abyss, knowing that any moment something could happen that changes your life completely. Flashback to a year ago, April 28th, I'm pretty sure, it might have been the 29th, is the day that I found out Ala was moving. It was really crashing because, yes, I've moved in the past, but I was really little, didn't remember anything. I moved to Tip City the summer before kindergarten, and I've been there since the summer after 7th grade. And it was a lot. It was a really hard move, but now I'm glad I did because I've met a bunch of awesome people. But just keep in mind that at any moment, life could just change, you know? And we can't really do anything about it other than just ride along with it. So what are you going to do other than have fun? Because sometimes life is really dark and stuff. I don't know why I went British, but that's where we're going with this one. And then it's not that fun and stuff. Probably should stop doing and stuff and stuff. Stuff and stuff, I guess. Awkward, knowing what to do and when. Ba-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then. You gotta have fun sometimes, 'cause life's a little boring. I should probably stop doing British, this isn't going well. But who knows what tomorrow will bring. This is a funky vest. Who knows how to live and where to go? All you gotta do and all you gotta know is have fun. Shabu, 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 shabu. All you gotta do is have fun, fun, fun. And this is going nowhere. Fun, fun, fun. I need to stop singing. Fun, 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 if you wanna live life and not be done. Dead. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yes. Now we're going to learn about the Glockenspiel. Which I haven't touched this thing in so long, man. I don't even know if I know how to play it still. As you can tell, it's a really annoying setup. Anyways, this is going to be interesting. What is this thing? Anyways, moving on, we're going to think about something other than the fact that I just went British for a little bit. Don't you just hate it when you're just sitting there on a live stream and then all of a sudden you just go British? It's uncontrollable. You don't know when it's going to come or go, and you just go British, man. Yeah, I just hate how often that happens because that is such a reoccurring occurrence for like everybody, right? Guys agree with me so I don't feel insane. Gotta move this up a bit because I'm a lot taller than what I was when I was last played this, I guess. Why is it? Okay, I don't even know. We're not even gonna try to guess at this point. I know what I'm doing. Shush. Your criticism is not necessary at this moment. Boom. Now we're going to try to remember how to play the Glockenspiel on camera. That's a D. That was really loud. My bad. But it's not like a piano, so I can't really do anything. Like, I can't play chords or stuff. Well, where's the D? Ow. Give me a second. Right. Right. Boom. Anyways, as we were saying, you can use the ukulele as a baseball bat. That's what we're going to use as a recurring meme for today. Anyways, I'll be back in a second. Enjoy some elevator music real quick. Alexa, play White Christmas.
Okay, White Christmas by Bing Crosby from Rachel's Apple Music.
Just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be
Alexa, stop. I hope you guys enjoyed that. But, like I was saying, so, the Empire has taken control once more of the sacred lands of Tatooine. So, one idiot alone has to protect the entire galaxy from complete and utter destruction. That idiot is me. So, I'm going to write a better Star Wars movie than Disney has in the past whenever they've done all the Star Wars movies. Because they ruined it once they made Force Awakens, it was ruined. Thanks a lot, Disney. Anyways. However, I will not be able to do it alone. That's why we need to come up with character ideas. Everybody in chat right now, all one of you people in chat right now, go down there and see if you can get character ideas. I need names, people. And backstories, preferably. Some character features. Got it? So, established place. Tatooine. But that's not where we're starting. We're starting on the Death Star. Whoa, yes. Okay, go along with me on this one. So it starts on the Death Star. Our noble hero is captured and it is imprisoned for whatever he did. We don't know what he did. We're going to establish that later. He's probably a really big, not a good person whatsoever. But you know what? It's Star Wars, so we're going to take smugglers and make them good. Got it? Anyways. He's imprisoned. And all of a sudden, he just hears... I'm probably exploding your eardrums right now, but I don't really care. Where? Oh, wow, I can't do that voice really well. Where is it? We're going to establish different characters. So, this is past everything, right? But after everybody's like, oh my goodness, it's all good and stuff now, we killed everybody, right? Blah, 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 blah. Well, nope. So, what happened is there was this dude named, Charles Darwin. Yeah, Charles Darwin so you know how it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far then Charles Darwin figured it out. Then he got kidnapped by a bunch of aliens and sent to wherever the galaxy is that Star Wars is set in. I'm not a Star Wars expert. Neither should you be. So, we're in the Star Wars universe with Charles Darwin. You know, the person who did the DNA stuff and the genetics, right? So that dude, he's here with us, right? So he designs the Death Star, but he designs it in a way that is actually smart and that it won't blow up. He also designs TIE fighters in a way where they're actually usable. So then the Empire is just rebuilt and unstoppable. So there's no more smuggling. It's pretty much a dystopia utopia because everybody's not happy, but everything's kind of perfect. And that's why everybody's unhappy because it's perfect in one person's eyeballs. Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin's really evil, guys. Anyways, I feel like I should start rapping about Charles Darwin. My name is Charles Darwin, and I'm here to say, I'll make sure that you have a bad day. I'm going to take over your planet, and I know that you can't handle it. Mic drop. Anyways, where were we? Oh, yes, we're on the Death Star. That Charles Darwin's evil, but Charles Darwin also sounds like this.
Hi, I'm Charles Darwin, and I will take over the planet.
Anyways, go with me on this one. So, ooh, now I'm feeling it. I feel like dancing now. Okay, so Charles Darwin walks in and is like,
Where is thine prisoner?
because he's talking old English, because he's from that time.
He's like, When is the prisoner that we need?
And I'm all like, yo, broski, I'm right here. And he's like,
Kill him.
and so, you know, two stormtroopers walk in, right? Guns blazing. Okay? You thought I was gonna die, huh? Turns out I did. Got it? I'm a ghost now, broski. But guess what? I'm just dead, and that's how the first movie goes. It establishes all the backstory and ends with me dying. But then we pick up. This is actually going to be a TV show series because we cannot make a movie out of that. Episode 2, right? Whoa. Anyways. Episode 2, right? We're here now. Got it? We've established the fact that I am now dead. Yes, I am. But guess what? Guess what, guys? I'm not actually dead. They shot me and they thought I died. But my ghost was all like, oh, heck no, man. I'm going back. And so I went back. And so I'm just like, have a bullet wound, right? So I'm just standing there like, oh. Let me put my mic on real quick. All dead and stuff, right? But then I'm like, blah. And then I'm like, oh, I feel like I got hit by a box. But they still think I'm dead, right? But so they're carrying me to whatever they do with the dead bodies. I think they cremate them, right? Who knows? But out of nowhere, you know what I found? A baseball bat. But I think it's a baseball bat. Turns out, it's a ukulele. I think most of you can predict where we're going for with this one. Anyways, that's my theme song for the TV show, right? So cuts, and we're back, right? And I'm just like kicking butt, right? And just like, you know, man, right? And then all of a sudden, you know, Charles Darwin, because what else is Charles Darwin gonna do on a Monday morning other than try to beat up someone who is just trying to smuggle some spices, just because someone said he would pay me 1,000 credits to do so. Anyways, that's beside the point. So Charles Darwin appears and is like, says the classic villain line like of, oh, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. I'm like, that's so cliche. Get your own stuff, man. And he's like, what do you want me to say? Or, what do you want me to say? And I'm like, something not in that voice. Oh, got him. Anyways, and so I just like, 1-2 wombo combo his face, and then I kidnap him. That's right. In the second episode, I established the fact that not only am I a smuggler, but I also just kidnapped the Charles Darwin. Yes, the reason why the world is in turmoil right now is because of Charles Darwin, and I kidnap him. That's like kidnapping the President of the United States of America. That's like kidnapping, like, Kim Jong-un, man, right? Like, nobody does that. But I just kidnapped him because I wombo comboed him, grabbed him, and jumped into his escape pod. So now we're hurtling towards Tatooine, okay? And we're hurtling towards Tatooine, okay? And then, boom shakalaka, right? We get there, and there's no, I'm just like, whew, we're going to take a pause right now. We're hurtling towards Tatooine, crash. And all you hear in the background is just screaming and explosions. Episode ends, right? Then play the theme song. Everybody roll back to the time that I did the theme song because I don't remember it and I'm not doing it again. So now, we flip back to the next episode, and it's just Charles Darwin crawling out of the rubble, just like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna die, because Charles Darwin can't handle himself. Sorry, it's really rude to Charles Darwin. But, so what do? Well, I'm all established, right? Because I got the sick outfit on, right? And my freaking lightsaber. Okay, wait, actually, I got a better idea. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, sorry about that. I was just trying to establish a way better outfit. But I couldn't find the shirt that I was looking for, so I'm a little disappointed. Anyways, Alexa, play Since You've Been Gone by Rainbow.
Sure, I can't find the song Since You've Been Gone by Ran Rainbow on Apple Music.
Well, you know what I meant. Alexa, play Since You've Been Gone by Rainbow.
Alright, Since You've Been Gone by Rainbow from Rachel's Apple Music.
I get the same old dreams, same time every night. Fall to the ground and I wake up. So I get out of bed, put on my shoes, and in my head, thoughts slide back to the breakup. These four walls are closing in. Look at the fix you put me in. Since you've been gone, since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't take it. Could I be wrong? But since you've been gone, you cast a spell so bright.
Wow, 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 wow. I look like a middle-aged dad. Anyways, Alexa, stop it. We're gonna go with the middle-aged dad look and see how we like it. I look like a college professor. This is not a good look for me. Like, anyways. So, I get this pretty freaking weird-looking sweater on, right? Because Tatooine's actually now frozen over. How about that, right? Tatooine's frozen over, and nobody can explain it, but we know that Charles Darwin has something to do with it, so I kidnapped Charles Darwin to save Tatooine. That's established in the 3rd episode, moving on to the 4th episode. So we get that sick musical transition when we're, like, exploring Tatooine and stuff, but anyways. Now, we're like just all like, yo, what's up, man? Anyways. So we're sitting there, right? And we're just talking. Me and Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin is like,
So why'd you kidnap me?
and I'm like, because I need to save the planet of Tatooine. It is in turmoil. Nobody knows how to function in this kind of weather. And it's your fault. He's like, how do you know it's my fault? And I'm like, listen to your voice and then tell me it's not your fault. Anyways. Where was I? And look at your face and tell me it's not your fault. So then, out of nowhere, someone throws something at me, and I'm like, whoa, and then I catch it, because I'm just him, you know? So, but in the turmoil, there's just an all-out brawl fight at the bar that we're at right now, got it? So then I'm all like, oh no! And so we're just stuff's flying, right? But out of nowhere, broski, I pull up with my lightsaber, right? Because I get thrown in the head with a lightsaber, and this is when the Star Wars-y parts come back into this whole thing with Charles Darwin. And then I'm all like, Alexa, play Istanbul by John. Alexa, play Istanbul.
Sure, Istanbul, not Constantinople by They Might Be Giants from latest Apple Music.
And so, like, we have a bar fight, and you know, if there's a bar fight, you know what song has to play in the background, right? Thank you, Umbrella Academy. Wait for it.
Istanbul is Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone, Constantinople, now it's Turkish delight on a moonlit night. Every gal in Constantinople lives in Istanbul, not Constantinople. So if you live in Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul.
Ah!
Was once Amsterdam. Why they
Ah!
just like it better
Ah!
that way. So take me back to Constantinople, no you can't go back to
Ah!
Constantinople, why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Istanbul, Istanbul.
And so, with that, the brawl fight subsides, and Alexa, stop it. The bar fight stops. And I'm just laying there in pain, just, I'm dying for some reason, but I don't know why. And then I roll over and I realize that, remember how I got shot in the beginning? And I was like, not today, suckers, and just came back to life? Well, that bullet wound just got reopened because someone ripped my back open, just like, right? But, then, what happened after that? Oh yeah, so I'm like all dying, right? And I'm like, oh no, my back. And so my back's just completely open. I'm like, oh my goodness, right? And then Charles Darwin is all like, no, broski, you shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, really, man? Yeah. And then all of a sudden he goes, you know it's going to happen, won't you? And I'm like, why'd you turn Russian? And he's like, oh, I'm not saying that. That is my friend over there. Why are you German now? So, and then he's all like, one thing I know, one thing I tell you, one thing you've got to learn is you don't mess with Charles Darwin. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 Charles Darwin. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 Charles Darwin. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Guess what? If you want to die, then you will even gotta try. And that's what Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin. So I'm there on the ground, just like freaking dead as all get out, just like, I'm so dead, right? And Charles Darwin is like, imagine, but so my ghost is all like, oh my ghost, you know, like ghosts do. And then, it's funny, Charles Darwin then is like, I'm like, and then, but I'm a ghost, so I can do whatever, right? So I'm just like, totally like just KO Charles Darwin with my ghostliness. And so me and him are inside his own head. So now we're gonna flip, and we're gonna flip. Now we're in Charles Darwin's own head. Got it? So now we're in Charles Darwin's head. So that's established. I'm a ghost. You know, ghost things, right? So, okay. So now I'm a ghost, right? ooh, ghost things. And Charles Darwin's all like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm a ghost. Ooh. And he's like, be serious right now. And I'm like, I am being serious. I'm a ghost. And he's like, how did you get in my head? And I'm like, I'm always been in your head. And then we have another fight scene, but this time it's to Alexa, play Hotel California by the Eagles.
Sure. Hotel California by Eagles from Rachel's Apple Music.
And so this time, we get into fight, right? And then all you hear in the background is... But, since I'm a ghost, I can do whatever, so there's just like multiple ones of me. And so one of them is just like... Another one has a guitar, just plucking on the guitar, right? Charles Darwin is standing in the middle of us like all Home Alone like, right? And then all of a sudden, the drums kick in. No, wait, my bad. I was too soon. All of a sudden, another guitar appears, and another one of me is playing guitars. He's like, what are you guys doing? Oh my goodness, right? He's all scared and stuff, right? But I'm like, Charles, next time when you mess with me, just remember that you're messing with all of me. And that's pretty stupid, man. On the dark desert highway. Just imagine he's just getting his ass kicked right now. Just like, bam, bam, all every direction, just left, right, kicking the balls, out. Oh, taking out his leg. Oh, he's taking his face, slamming it against the ground. You know, like that one scene in that one Doctor Strange movie? And then he's like, in the Doctor Strange movie when Wanda Maximoff is just like beating up the people inside their own head. Well, he's all just like, bam, 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 ah, bam, ow, bam, ow. That actually kind of hurt. Oh, give me a second. I'll get you back in a second. Oh, my head. God. I can hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Sorry. Alexa, stop. And so I'm like, that's what you get, broski. And he's like, what do you mean? And so I just like rip his head off. So I just have his head right here, right? So his head's just like right here. I pretend this is his head, right? And so I'm like, guys, we got him. Yeah. And then, where's my ukulele? I don't know where it is. I was going to use it as a baseball bat. You can use a lightsaber as a baseball bat too. But hit it across the room and then we're cheering and partying, right? But on the outside, it just looks like Charles Darwin's just standing there like, what are you doing? Oh no! So then, snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity because he's just falling. It's so sad, but he won't give up that easy. No. He starts establishing something, but he only got one chance to lose himself in the moment, the music. You never let it go. Anyways, so he's sitting there like dying, right? But then, so snap back, and so now I'm in Charles Darwin's mind. So I own Charles Darwin. But because I did the whole ghost thing where I did split personalities, now I have a bunch of voices in my head. And then so I'm like, guys, we gotta agree on something. And they're like, what's that? We need to kill ourselves. Yeah, that's such a good idea. Woo! And then we're just like dead, right? But since I was the head ghost, I'm the one that comes out of the body. And then I'm just like, and then I'm like, and so that's the end of that episode, right? We're just dead on the floor, and then we come back to life. Boom. This is a final episode. This is a big finale. You thought that was a final episode. Oh, it gets better from this, right? So we know that Charles Darwin is old. That's established in this universe, right? So he's really old. So there's got to be someone that's either ready to step in, or they have handpicked going to step in when he's gone. So now he's gone. So this dude steps in. His name is Darius Serarius. His name rhymes and people make fun of him for it, but then he gets him killed because now he's in charge of the Empire, right? But so I'm all like, you know what I gotta do? Because now I'm the guy who does stuff. I gotta go, grab a ship, and fly it up to the Death Star and blow it up. And I'm like, never mind, I just want to kill that one dude. I don't really care what happens to the Death Star, right? So then, in the back, we got, so then I gotta find some dudes. And so I'm talking to the people around. I'm like, hey, can anybody fly a ship? And then, totally like the one movie, it's like, you need a pilot. And I'm like, you're a douchebag, not using you. Anybody else can fly a ship. Actually, can anyone else have a ship? And one dude in the back's like, oh, I got a ship. And I'm like, sweet, take me to it. Checking it out. Bah! Knock him in the face, turn the keys on, fly away. Give me a second. I don't mute my microphone. Alexa, play No Sleep Till Brooklyn by Beastie Boys.
Okay, No Sleep Till Brooklyn by Beastie Boys from Rachel's Apple Music.
Now imagine I'm in like a spacecraft. Okay, so now I'm flying around, right? Stuff is exploding left and right. And boom, boom, I'm blowing things up like, right? And then we're just zooming across, right? Whew. But then, right as we're about to enter the Death Star, we lose all fuel. And I'm like, dang it, man. But guess what? I do the one Mary Poppins thing. I'm like, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. And then so I jump out of the spacecraft, and then I have a helmet on, like a Stormtrooper helmet, because there's some reason a Stormtrooper helmet on this random spaceship. And so I'm just like, land onto a TIE fighter, and then rip it open and get inside of it, and then fly it in. But now, so there's an extra suit in the back, so I put my suit on, and I'm all like, yo, I'm definitely a pilot, right? But then they're like, no, you're not, and the music gets better. And I'm like, guys, calm down. I'm totally a pilot here. And they're like, no, you're not. I go, you're right, I'm not. And they go, what? And I'm like, yeah. And you're about to regret it. And then so, imagine with me, we're in the Death Star, like the one area where all the spaceships are. And I'm just like beating up stormtroopers left and right? Boom! 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 Alexa, stop. And so then, all of a sudden I get swarmed, and so I'm taken into custody, right? But I'm just standing there. And then Darius comes down, and he's all like, you thought you could run away from me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm actually here to kill you. And he was like, oh, too bad you won't kill me. And I'm like, that's what you think. And so they throw me back into the cell. Same cell, by the way. I'm like, hey, this is my old cell. And they're like, huh, that's ironic, right? And then, boom, episode ends. So then it's like a loop, right? But, guess what I have to do? I got to now go to, oh my gosh, I can't even think. No, and so, guess what, I'm in there, right, and you think it, like, ends, and then all of a sudden, the credits stop all of a sudden, and I go, no, that's not how it ends. Whew, throw the credits up, and I'm like, this is how it really ends. So I'm sitting there, right, in the thing, I'm in the jail, and I'm like, oh man, we gotta go, we gotta get out of here. By the way, I'm played by Chris Pratt, because, obviously, and, shut up. Anyways, you, shut up. Got it? Anyways, and so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, whatever, pacing back and forth, right? Guard gets in there, and I do the Flynn Rider thing from Tangled, where I, like, jump, and then, like, just, like, out of my handcuffs, and then I go, wham, knock him out, grab his gun, and then I'm just storming everywhere. I finally get up to that dude, whatever his name was, Darius, right? I'm like, Darius, you know you want to fight me, because if it looks cool and you win, it's going to be freaking awesome. And you know you can beat me. And he's like, yeah, I can beat you. And then I'm like, find me, dude. And he's like, how'd you get a lifesaver? I'm like, I just like did the thing, and you had like a wall of them over there. He's like, oh, Okay. And so then we're battling back and forth, just like, and all of a sudden, oh, what song comes on next? So all of a sudden, right, I beat him, and I'm just like, say your last words. I say any last words, and he says, Alexa, play Shaboom.
All right, Shaboom by the Chords from Rachel's Apple
He
Music.
says, Shaboom. I go, what does that mean? He's like, you're about to see. And then I hear this music playing, I'm like, uh-oh. And then I'm just like, and then I'm beating up stormtroopers left and right? He's on the ground dying. He hits a button, and then boom! The whole Death Star shows with me in it, right? So I'm just sitting there, right? Just in space, floating around. And I'm like, I've survived a gunshot wound. A whole spine ripped down my body. Do you think a little explosion's gonna mess me up? I go, nah, and so, bang! I grab onto the nearest TIE fighter and I get into it and I head down to Tatooine and save Tatooine. And they give me a medal and it's really cool and I'm all like, yeah, let's go! Woo! But then I wake up back in the jail cell. I imagined everything, including what Star was like. And I realized the whole series is over. But it's a dream. And I go, yeah, it's pretty sad, isn't it? But just because it's a dream doesn't mean it can't be reality. And then Trust Her on or the two guards went in the game. So that's that one's like and then credits. Alexa, stop. And credits hit, right? And it's all like quiet and stuff at the very end. And the post-credit scene is, no, it was literally a dream. I got shot in the back and then just died afterwards. It was just all in my head. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me on this almost an hour-long live stream. I kind of want to sit for just a few more minutes just to see if we can actually make it to an hour. But who knows, man? This has been a fun experience. So much. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this giant long 1 hour live stream, because I know some of you have been here for the entire hour, which is commemorable to those who have been watching this for an hour, because it is a wild ride. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this incredible journey. Whenever I'm bored, I just know I can turn the camera on it and I will have some friends to hang out with. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you back on the other side of, I'll catch you guys later, maybe next weekend, maybe never again. But just remember that I'll be posting content as long as you keep watching.